Hey guys, what's going on? It's your man Tyson 4D, and today I'm actually not going to be teaching you how to get high-paying copywriting clients. No. Instead, I'm going to be showing you guys step by step, click by click, exactly how I get copywriting clients on Instagram using Loom videos. And make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving you my proven Instagram DM script and my Loom video script as well. So all you got to do is copy exactly what I do, and you will get copywriting clients that are going to pay you $3,000 every single month. So guys, before we get right into it, make sure you go down, drop a like, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay. So everybody, I'm going to kind of walk you through the process first and foremost so that you kind of know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it as we actually go through. So step number one starts here on Instagram. So on Instagram is where we're going to actually find our potential clients, and how we're going to find them is through looking at ads. Okay, so we're basically going to go through, and if you don't have the right type of ads, all you got to do is follow the right type of accounts. You just like a whole bunch of their posts, engage with people in that niche. Then once those ads start popping up, you click on those ads. You don't have to buy anything, but once you click on those ads, you're going to get those ads more, and that's basically going to give you just as many potential leads or potential clients as you could really ask for. Then after we do that, I'm going to show you guys exactly what to say so that you don't get ghosted or ignored on Instagram. Okay, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to frame the free value offer, and the free value is going to be in the form of a Loom video. So if you don't know what a Loom video is, well, you're currently looking at one. It's basically just a screen recording, and then I'm down there in the corner. Okay, so we're going to be giving them a Loom video that's going to kind of tell them what they could do differently to get more sales, increase conversions, whatever. Don't worry about that too much because I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do it. And then after that, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what you would do to actually send them that video and how to get them on the call. Even though after the video and after what I'm about to show you, they're going to want to be desperate to actually hop on a call with you. And that's a big claim, but you're going to know exactly what I mean when I actually get into it. So we're going to start here on Instagram. I'm here on my laptop, but I'm going to go on my phone because it's just easier for right now. Okay, now we're starting. So I'm here on my Instagram. I got hella DMs from hella shorties and hella clients. So we're just going to ignore those like we always do. And we're going to look for an ad. So scrolling through. So we see here, we have an ad for some fitness guy. You can click on that and you'll get more ads just like it. But right now, he seems like he already has his stuff kind of figured out. He's got, 3,800. That's not bad. But we're going to keep looking here. We're going to keep looking. And then boom, we have another guy. He's clearly in the online business space because you can see his ClickFunnels awards in the back. You can go look at him. He's someone else that you could reach out to. Now, the reason why this is such an effective method is because, these people are running ads. So they're constantly looking for some way to actually improve their return on ad spend, their conversions, cost per lead, all of that. They're looking to improve everything, right? So they're trying to have their stuff dialed in. So if you can even help them by just like 1%, it can mean thousands of dollars for them. So that's why actually just looking through ads is a great place to start if you're looking for copywriting clients. So why does the Loom video work so well? Well, number one, you're going above and beyond. Number two, you're actually getting on camera, okay, which is really big. Okay, so just getting on camera is really big because you can show how articulate you are. And if you're a decent looking dude, the halo effect will also play in your favor. If you don't know what a halo or what the halo effect is basically the fact that, humans have a tendency to want to do business with people who are good looking people. That's just how it is. That's just how we have evolved, right? So if you're a decent looking dude, that's going to play to your favor. So, this is a lot more effective in my experience than trying to send them like an email or something you wrote, or trying to send them some words on a sheet. Because if you're actually getting on here and you're talking to them and you're articulate and you're telling them, things that you're showing them your knowledge, it's going to go a lot farther. And it's going to make them trust you a lot more and feel like they met you before they even commit to getting on a sales call with you. Okay, so here's someone that I actually went through and clicked on his ad. His name is Andre something. I can't pronounce that last name. I'm not even going to try. So this guy looks like he's a affiliate. So he's an affiliate marketer. So he knows a little bit about marketing. We'll look at some of his posts. Okay, he has some reels those are probably going pretty crazy. He has 50,000, right? So this is the type of guy that you could outreach to. You know, he's not too big, he's not too small. It's not like he has like 10 followers. So he's definitely worth looking into. So how I would actually go about messaging this dude is using a hook. Now, basically what a hook is something that's going to make him want to reply to the first message. Now, that first reply is very, very important because it will take us from his request tab over to his primary tab in Instagram. Now, once we're over to his primary tab in his DMs, now he actually gets notified when we message him. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to be sending him messages and he's not going to actually know that we got them, or know that he got them. So one way we can do this is by asking a question about his product. This is going to make him assume that we're a customer, even though we're just asking a question, right? So it's going to make him reply because, you know, he's always looking at his DMs just in case somebody asks him a question or just in case a customer comes through and wants to buy. The second way that we can do this is just to reply to his story. So we can go through, look at his story, just reply something random, and he'll probably answer us back right away. So those are two ways that you can easily get somebody to actually reply to you in the DMs and interact with you. So the next message after that, it can be one of two things. You can just go ahead and send them the Loom video at the risk of them not actually expecting it, right? Which can be effective. Or you can basically ask them, hey, I looked through your opt-in page and I noticed a couple things that I think could really improve your ROAS, your return on ad spend, basically is what ROAS means. That could improve your ROAS. Is it cool if I make a quick 3-minute video and send it to you, right? So the reason why this is so effective is because, well, it's really hard to say no to, right? Imagine if someone's like, hey man, I think I can help you improve your ads and get more return on your ad spend. Can I send you a quick video? Right? So, you know, worst case scenario, you waste like 2 minutes of your life looking at dude's video. Best case scenario, you actually make more money. So this is something that, you know, is really hard to say no to. Whereas if someone was like, hey, can I send you some emails that I wrote? Now it's like, you know, you got to go through, you got to read the emails. The emails probably ain't even that good. And, you know, they're just emails. So emails have a return to them, but the return is going to take longer to come through. Whereas if you help somebody on their opt-in page or on their landing page, that return is going to be easily tested. So you can do something called a split test. You can take what they're using, take what you made, and basically make them compete together, and you can see instantly which one is better. So that's why this process actually works so well, because it's pretty much instant to see the results if you work on someone's opt-in page or if you work on somebody's ads and make them even better. So if we just go, you know, the exact way to get started, let's check it out.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
What is this, man? Like, wait, hold up. What is this, bro? This is literally a Word document. he don't even got anything on here, bro. It's literally, whoa. Look at the start making money online. That's your headline, bro. Bro, I thought you said you were an affiliate marketer, bro. You didn't even try. That's tough, bro. That's tough. I mean, my man, you couldn't come up with anything else? Have you ever wanted a super profitable business? Okay, so I'm going to go through line by line and show you guys exactly what needs to be changed here. Like desperately needs to be changed here, because he's losing out on so much money. Because if I was a prospect, I'd be so confused and I'd be like, hell no. So, ever wanted to have a super profitable online business? I don't know how you could even be more vague if you tried. Super profitable, what does that mean? Super profitable. Online business, what kind of online business are we talking about here? My name is Andre. Okay, I don't know why you're talking about yourself now. I help ordinary folks build extremely profitable, again, what does that even mean? Affiliate marketing businesses, even if they have no experience or list. Even if they have no experience or list. If you're interested in becoming a high ticket super affiliate, click the button below to watch a free presentation that will reveal the formula. Reveal the formula. What formula? We weren't even talking about a formula here, bro. This is the first time you brought up the formula. What formula are we talking about, bro? Goddamn Krabby Patty formula? Like, what do you mean? And then just a picture of him. And then I'm excited to share with you the simple yet widely unknown strategies of the top digital marketers. This is the strategies of the top digital marketers, and soon you will clearly see how you can build your own digital income stream, leveraging proven systems built by some of the best in the business. What's inside? The exact framework to create a 6-figure affiliate marketing business in your spare time. Okay, so then you click here, then it has the opt-in, almost there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so all due respect to bro, because, I can't really trash on him that much. I don't know him. Pitiful, absolutely pitiful experience. Now, something very important to note here, something very, very important to note here is that, yes, I literally just went in on his opt-in page here and tore it to shreds, but that is the last thing that you want to do for a prospect. It's the last thing that you want to do for a prospect. You do not want to come in with no hostile energy telling them that their stuff sucks and this and that and whatever, right? So what I just did, you are not going to want to do, okay, basically. So there are a couple ways that you can go about it to criticize without damaging their ego, okay? Because at any moment, if you damage their ego or, you come off too much, they're going to be turned off right away. Okay, so if you tell them anything like, oh, this sucks or this needs to be changed or blah, 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 no. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. Step number 1 is a compliment sandwich, okay? So basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. You give them a compliment, say something that they did right, and then you tell them something that they didn't do so right, or something that they can improve on, and then the next you tell them something that they did right again, right? So this kind of softens the blow and makes it not so bad. And another thing that you could do is, tell them like something that's objective, right? So tell them like, oh, well, when you come to an opt-in page, you want to make sure that your headline and your copy are the things that grab the most attention, right? And how we can prove that is by using something like predictive heat maps, okay? This is some secret sauce that I'm going to show you guys that you can use to actually get clients. So check me out. Okay, so look, what you see before you is called a predictive heat map. Basically what it does is it actually scans millions and millions of pages and like shows exactly where someone's eyes will look. Now, while it's not 100%, it's basically very, very, very tried and true. It's very tested, so it's pretty accurate. So as we can see here, the first thing that someone looks at when they come to the page is this guy's face. Is that going to make them want to buy? Sorry, bro, you're not a bad looking dude, but you're not that handsome, my boy. Moving on, we have start now. And it's like, if someone goes to a page and the first thing that they see is start now, they're going to have questions in their head. Start what now? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to not know. And the part that you actually want to be the most visible and the most eye-catching, the most attention-grabbing is the headline, and that's like barely even read, right? So as we can see here, this page can clearly be optimized just based on that alone. I'll show you another example here, which is kind of like the opposite. Now here what you see is my opt-in page that I made for my own webinar, okay? This is the outreach domination system I've used to land over a dozen copywriting clients in just 3 months. Shameless plug. If you want to go check it out, that link is in the description. But anyways, back to the video. Look, so as you can see here, right, it has 3 main spots. Right, and the darkest is really right here at the beginning of the headline, which is what you want, right? So you get them to read it, and then over here is the actual product image. The product image is looking good, right? If I just had an image of my face there, bro, it wouldn't convert nearly as well, because like if someone's just opting in, you're gonna assume that they don't really know you that well. They start to get to know you in the emails. So if you have your face there, it's not really doing anything. It could be it's just a random face. Right? And then here's the actual opt-in page where it says register now. You can't really see that, but it says $247 and then it's slashed out and it says free. That's obvious because people want value for free. And that's exactly what I'm giving here. And, that's basically going to convert much better than, what Homeboy had over there. So that's a way that you can give him an objective fact of like, look, as soon as someone gets on your profile and they actually see your page, it's not going to convert very well because as soon as they get there, they're not looking at the right things and they're going to have questions about what it even is before they really read through it. Now, look, another way that you can actually critique without coming off as too much of a jerk is just by basically saying things that are anecdotal. So what that means is being like, oh, well, in my past experience with my clients who are in the same niche as you, it worked better when we did this or when we did it this way. Or you can say something, like, oh, well, Russell Brunson says that usually when you do it like this, it works better. Or usually my mentor says when you do it like this, it works better, right? So these are different ways that you can kind of make suggestions without making big claims and kind of just like, scolding them for whatever they have or whatever they've built. So now that we know exactly what's wrong with this opt-in page, what I would suggest is go ahead and writing something that you think would be way better. So basically write a new headline and maybe write some new copy and just come up with a new design or something, right? Just basically help them with this. And I promise you, pretty much everybody watching this video could really help this man, okay? Could really help this man increase his conversion. So guys, that's how it's just really easy to go out there and help people. If you just look through a whole bunch of ads, because a lot of people in there are going to need help and it's like their first time making ads. And if you stumble across it and you figure out a way how to make their ads actually work more effectively, then that's going to be a way that you can make easy money because you're making them easy money. And of course, because I like to go above and beyond, what I wanted to show you guys here today is exactly, how I would create an opt-in page for this guy. So basically, if I was outreaching to somebody that I really, really, really wanted to be my client, I would go ahead and be like, yo, look, I made you this whole new page that is going to convert much better. So as you can see here, in the next 10 minutes, you're about to discover the copy and paste strategy that people all around the world are using to make over $1,000 a day with affiliate marketing. No experience required. Click below to find out how. Okay, great. And then you come down here and then you see the thumbnail. So show me how it works. We'll take you to the opt-in page, of course. But then once you click on the video, boom, just let me know where to send it. So it kind of just makes it look like you can play it, but whenever you click play, it'll be like, yo, you got to put in your details. So that is something that converts a lot because basically people are investing in it and they're thinking they're about to see the video. And then when they see that they got to put in their details, they're going to want to put it in just so that they can get it over with and actually see the video. And another little touch here that I made is that, once people get onto the actual page itself, all I got to do is, let's say they're about to click off the page or for whatever reason, or they left and came back to the computer and they're like, yeah, what's this? And they're about to click off, they can go up here. And then as soon as they actually take their cursor out of the page, they have what's called an exit pop-up. So this is basically something that brings their attention back down to the page and says, wait, you're about to miss the video, and gives them the option again to opt in. So guys, let me know down in the comments which one you think would actually convert better. This page here that I made, homeboy, or this page right here. Go down there, let me know, and while you're down there, give this video a like because I really went above and beyond with value and showing you guys exactly what I would do here and how to do it yourself. So now after you actually record your Loom video, you get on camera, you make some criticisms, right? Some constructive criticisms that aren't too harsh. And then you kind of show them what you would do instead. Now you would just send them that video. Now I won't even lie. If Homeboy's page was looking like this and I sent him this, he'd obviously be over the moon to want to work with me or to get me to actually work on his funnel, because this would make him so much more money. I don't even know if he's profitable on ads right now, but if he wasn't before, he certainly will be now. And if he was profitable before, then this is going to greatly actually improve his return on ad spend for sure, 100%. So basically you send them something like this, and then once they say, oh wow, that's really cool, that's awesome, you could basically just say something easy like, hey, that's great, I'm glad that you liked it. Would you like to get on a call sometime so we can discuss if there are some other ways that I could give you more returns on your ad spend, or there are some other ways, or blah, blah, blah. Or if you wanted to come up with some different ways that we can split test some pages to see which ones have the highest conversion rates or whatever, anything like that, right? So you basically make it in a way where it's not a sales call. It's basically, hey, would you want to get on a call to see if there's any more ways that I could help you, right? Not, yo, do you want us to hop on this discovery call? Or like, hey, I'm an email marketer, I'm a copywriter, and I can copyright for you. Would you like to hire me? Like nothing crazy like that, okay? Because you're going to spook them off if you do something like that. Basically make it as low pressure as possible. Make it seem not even like a sales call. Make it more of like a meeting. Right? A meeting so that you guys can talk and figure out some numbers or whatever. Now guys, I actually did record a whole Loom video on how I would go about auditing this guy's page and giving him some constructive criticism. But the only problem is this video is already long enough. So if you wanted to actually see that example of a Loom video, I actually have it in my Discord in the resources section. It takes 60 seconds to get in there and grab it. So if you want to go look at that, feel free to go do that. And if you wanted to see yet another walkthrough of how I get copywriting clients, that video will be on screen right now. Guys, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.